Investigators are still trying to get tips to find the person who shot and killed a deputy sergeant.
We've heard stories from many people remembering Sergeant Hutchinson, and now we're hearing from his boss, his student, his friend, Travis County Sheriff Greg Hamilton. KXAN's Leslie Rangel sat down with the sheriff who shares his memories of a man he called a teddy bear.
He would always come and give me that big old bear hug. He was just a good guy, and he cared about everybody.
31 years ago, Sheriff Greg Hamilton met Sergeant Craig Hutchinson, his then field training officer.
He was one of my FTOs early in the morning, and I'm not an early morning person.
The sheriff remembers one morning shift in particular inside a patrol car.
Early in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sitting over in the passenger seat. I would fall asleep or start dozing, and he would thump me in my ear to wake me up, and it felt like he was hitting me with his fist, but it was just one little finger, and he always thought that was the funniest thing.
Fun moments. Now, only memories.
I got there at the hospital. They were observing his body. He was naked and lifeless. I can't get that out of my head.
His friend Hutch was gone.
I think about it all the time, because he was full of life.
If there was one last thing you could say to your friend, Sergeant Hutchinson Hutch, what would it be? 2
weeks ago, we had an informal promotional ceremony in the back. Craig was one of the individuals that was back there. He said, "Sheriff Hambo," he said, "can I speak with you for a couple of minutes?" And I said, "Yeah, I've got time." And he said that he's going to retire September 1st. Before he left that office, he told me, "I love you." And I told him, "I love you." And he hugged me, picked me up, and set me down. I'll never forget that.
6 tonight, a big revelation about the investigation into who killed Travis County Sergeant Craig Hutchinson. Sheriff Greg Hamilton tells us there are no leads.
5 days later, he's asking the public for help. KXAN's Leslie Rangel sat down with the sheriff today for a one-on-one interview about the investigation into a death of a friend.
When I got that call when I was in Dallas, Texas, and got a page and says that an officer has been involved in a shooting, and then it came back that Sergeant Hutchinson had been the one that was down. It just blew my mind.
The sheriff's friend of 31 years, gone.
He would always come and give me that big old bear hug. He was just a good guy, and he cared about everybody.
He taught you how to survive on the streets. Have you thought about how this could have happened to him?
From my perspective, as big as that guy was, and all of the knowledge that he had, all of the training that he's had, I still have a lot of unanswered questions. And I'm going to keep asking those questions.
Questions even investigators are having difficulties answering.
They have done everything possible right now. There's just haven't been any leads.
What do you say to the community? There's still 2 cop killers out there.
I can honestly tell you that Travis County Sheriff's Office and the surrounding law enforcement agency are going to do everything possible to make sure that they are safe.
Now the sheriff is asking for your help in bringing justice to his longtime friend.
Anything, or here in a conversation in circles that they're in, if they can just give us information, we will go out there and check on it. I just think that the community needs to play a part of helping us figure out what happened that night on July 25th.
And to do that, the tip line is on your screen, 512-671-2767. If you saw anything out of the ordinary early Monday morning, or if you have any information that could lead investigators to a suspect, they need to hear from you.